My name is Blake Liebert. I'm a custom home builder here in Spring Branch, Texas. We build custom homes for people that typically have their own land here in the area. We build from San Antonio all the way up to Fredericksburg. It's probably about 100-mile radius. So if you have land, come to us. We design your house and build it for you. I think getting started early on in my age. I think I got my first job when I was 15. I think that's the legal age to work at least. Besides that, my parents were always pushing me to mow grass earlier than that during the summers just to stay busy and make extra money rather than just looking for handouts from my parents doing allowances and things like that. So I think just having a strong work ethic and getting started early so you understand the principle of money and work and things like that. Well, I've lived here all my life. Well, Helotes, I grew up in Helotes, which is just a suburb of San Antonio. So just living around there and seeing where all the construction and movement's going. I moved out to Spring Branch. So I've always been passionate about my hometown and the surrounding areas. My core values, I would say hard work, have a strong work ethic, have good morals, honesty, dependability, reliability. I think without those things, people aren't going to look at you as being an asset to what they need. They're not going to hire you. You have to be positive because anybody that's negative doesn't really reflect good on your personality and they're not going to want to hire you. So as long as you're exuding those kind of traits, I think you're going to do well in life. I think it's good because the cost of living here for the time being is low. Crime rate's low. There's a lot of work in the area. Property taxes are low. Property values for the time being are low. But compared to the rest of the country, Texas is a great place to live as far as the city. I think just they have a lot of culture and a lot of good values. For me particularly, it's just people looking for another place to live, or they want to move out of the city, move onto their land, or they're empty nesters. They're looking for a smaller house to live. Everybody has their own reasons for wanting a new house. I kind of build to suit whatever their case may be. They come to me and I make their dreams come true. I don't assume I'm right all the time. If I have any hint of being wrong or me not knowing what's going on, I'm not a prideful person. I'll go out and ask somebody, hey, what do you think? I'll ask my guys all the time. A lot of times just to see how their problem solving skills are. They ask me how I would handle a situation. And rather than giving them the answer what I think it should be, I just turn it back on them and say, well, what do you think? How do you think we should handle this problem? And a lot of times they'll come up with a scenario that I hadn't thought of yet. So if it's a great solution to the problem, company's not going to be spending any more money, it's not going to cause any more problems down the line, then I say go with it, because yours may not be the best way every time. So you need to collaborate with others and find out, what are you thinking? Maybe my business partner, he came from a real estate background. I came from the construction background. So it kind of influences me to, see his side of things and not only just think about construction, but to realize how I can help my customers by finding the right piece of land for them to build on, rather than just say, hey, you come to me whenever you find the land, then we'll build it. But you can also help your customers out by, finding step one for them rather than put it on somebody else. Work as if nobody's watching, because I guarantee they are. A lot of people these days will just do the bare minimum and they're only going to do what their boss tells them to do. But if you go a step further or 2 or 3 steps further and really knock it out of the park, I guarantee you they're going to notice you and you're going to stand out from everybody else. And that's what's really going to drive you further in life. One way that I have stood apart from everybody else is, as I was growing up in my career, I treated everybody's money, company money, as if it were my own. And every one of my bosses recognized that. And that really set me apart from the others. So don't just do the bare minimum, do your job, do other people's jobs, help everybody out, and it'll definitely go a long ways.